Hi everybody, today is gonna be actually my first video of Formula 1, about Formula 1, so yeah, let's go on with it. So in today's video I'm gonna present you some of my Formula 1 2021 predictions. So yeah, let's get started with the constructors. I think in 10th place it will be Haas. I mean, they have some low expectations for 2020 already. Gunther Steiner said something about that, Mick Schumacher as well, the whole team. So I think it will be a bad year for them. Next up, in ninth place, I think it will be Williams. I think they'll progress not so much that it will be classing them on eighth place. On eighth place, I think it will be Sauber. Because Sauber has some stability, I think Ferrari will get back to it, and Sauber has, I mean, they had a better car, if I can say, in 2020 than Haas. They were a lot quicker in quali, I think, in some of them. They were like that close to Q2. They were very close to Q2, actually. So yeah, I think will be a good year for them. But Williams as well, they can surprise me and maybe come up with some points. Maybe George Russell can come up with some points at Williams too. Next up, I think it will be in seventh place. I think it will be Alpha Tauri. So Alpha Tauri, they had a great year last year. I think the best year of, I think, of their history. So yeah, I think it will be a good year, not so good as last year, some points. I mean, I don't think it will be another win for them, but who knows, maybe another win for Gasly, maybe a win for Yuki Tsunoda, which is a very young and very, very quick driver. Um, Next up, it's I think in sixth place it will be Renault. I think there will be some teams that like Aston Martin and Renault, like them, that will have a slightly worse year than last year's, because Ferrari, I think that will do some upgrades and maybe class them higher up the pitch. So yeah, I think it will be uh mm, I think it will be an even battle between Ocon and Alonso. I don't think Alonso or Ocon will have a lot of points. I mean, Alonso can score a lot of points. Ocon, as he demonstrated to us in Racing Point, in that car in Force India, I think, I don't know what was called back then, um, can be a very good driver actually in that team. And but I think this year it will be pretty even between them. So yeah, I'm classing them in sixth place actually. In fifth place, I think it will be Aston Martin as well as Renault. I think there will be a balance between Vettel and Stroll. So I think Stroll, it will be a good year for him. Also Vettel a slightly better year. I'm not expecting Vettel to be in the top 6 or something like that, but I think will be a better year for him. Hopefully. I mean, it's a new team. Maybe they can go on and score some podiums against. Yeah. Oh, and also, I hope that this year's would be as entertaining as last year's calendar and also races that we've had. It was a very good year last year, and I hope to see a lot of podiums from other teams as well as last year's, as they demonstrated to us. I think all of the top six teams in scored podiums with both drivers, I think. Yeah, they did. So maybe a replica of that. It will be pretty nice. In fourth place, this is the battle that I will most watch, I think, in 2021 between Ferrari and McLaren. And I think McLaren, they will class in fourth this year. I think Ferrari, they will bring some updates, and McLaren as well. But I'm saying this, it can be a good year for Ferrari. I think they will class third or fourth. In the worst case, fifth. But I'm expecting third or fourth for them. But I think McLaren, they have all the tools. They can also overtake a Red Bull this year. But I don't know. It's something about that. I think that it will take like 1 year at least to put the pieces together. I mean, in Mercedes, it took like 2 years or something like that to put all the pieces in the puzzle. So yeah, hopefully it will be a very good year for Ferrari. In second place, this is also a battle that I will watch for in 2021, and I've gone with Red Bull. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, guys. They have the tools now. They have the drivers. They have all the stability in the team. But I think Mercedes will outclass them. I think Mercedes will win the constructors in 2021 because they will have a better engine. Hamilton, I think he will be very good again. Bottas, I'm expecting. I'm not expecting so high of him. I don't think Bottas will win actually the constructors, but we'll get to that too. So yeah, I'm expecting a medium year for Bottas as well. So now to the drivers. In the last place, I've gone with Latifi. I mean, there could be a lot of drivers that don't score points this year. But I mean, Latifi, I think could be the last, just because he's in a Williams. I think it will be an improvement in quality, but I don't think he will score points. Mazepin, the same thing. I think it will be a good year for him, maybe a Q2 or something like that, but again, no points. For Schumacher as well, I've gone with it in 18th place. I think there will be no points for him. I'm sorry about this, but Schumacher, I think it will be a good year for him, but a better year for him in 2022. As you all know, he has a reputation for doing his best in his second year in a car and having some stability. Also, Haas, I said also that it will be in the last place, so yeah. Okay, so in 17th place, I've gone with Raikkonen. I mean, those two drivers, four actually with Tsunoda too, maybe. I mean, I'm just I'm just taking these drivers and noticing them, and yeah, it will be very hard to put them in an exact order, but I've gone with Raikkonen. I don't know if he will get some points as well. Maybe Sauer will get at least 1 point. I mean, they're in 8th place. I don't think there will be 3 cars with no points. Yeah, so in 17th place I will go with Raikkonen. In 16th place I'm going with Giovinazzi. He outscored Kimi in the qualifyings. So he was a pretty even driver. So yeah, I'm going with him in 16th place. And in 15th place, I'm going with Russell because I think Russell, it will be a very good year for him again. A very good year for him, race pace wise, as well as quality, as he demonstrated last year. He was top of his colleague Latifi. He was overtaking him in all of his quality sessions. So yeah. And I think it will be his first year with some points in that Williams as well. So yeah. Yeah, I think Russell and Giovinazzi, I think they will score some points. Maybe Raikkonen as well. In 14th place, I've gone with Tsunoda. I mean, it's a difficult one because Tsunoda could be very well bringing home some points, but I think Tsunoda, with some big points actually, I think he will do good and maybe score some points at the end of the year. And yeah, I've gone with him. In 13th place, I've chose Ocon based on the team, based on Renault. I think he'll have an okay-ish season, but I'm expecting a tight midfield as well this season, so that's why I've gone with him. In 12th place, I've gone with Stroll. I think it will be an okay season for him too. So yeah, maybe a podium or something again, as he shown his qualities last year. And in 11th place, I've gone with Gasly. So I think Gasly will overtake them in the Drivers' Championship because Gasly will continue his form. I don't know if he can score another podium or win in 2021. I mean, it's possible, as we've seen in 2020. But yeah, and I think it'll be a very interesting battle between those five that I'm gonna mention, maybe six that I'm gonna mention the next two. So in 10th place, I'm gonna with Alonso. I think it'll be an okay season, and I'm not expecting actually a really okay season from Alonso. And in 9th place, I'm gonna with Vettel. The same thing. I think it will be in the top 10 again, Vettel, but I don't expect to be in the top 6, maybe 7th or 8th. But yeah, it could be either way, depends on the team, but yeah, that's how I'm feeling. So between Tsunoda, Ocon, Stroll, Gasly, Alonso, and Vettel, it will be a very tight race, I think. And now the four that I'm keen most about, and the next four that will be also mentioned in this video. So in 8th place, I've gone with Norris. I think it'll be a very good year for him, but I'm not expecting everything. I'm not expecting something miraculous from him. Maybe another podium or something, but again, he's very good in quali actually. I think Richie will out qualify him sometimes. Maybe I'm going with Lando actually to win the quali stuff, but in race pace wise, I think Richie will be faster. It depends. If you remember, Richie took some time to adapt to that Renault, but I think in that McLaren it will be an easier job because I remember that in that Renault it was a tougher job. A very undrivable car at first, then some updates and everything fall in very nicely. So yeah, Norris in 8th, 7th for Sainz. I think it'll be a good year for Sainz. It will be a battle between Norris, Sainz, and the other two that I'm gonna mention. Yeah, but I think Sainz will do a good year. Likewise, last year's could be his third year actually in the seventh position, so it's very good for him. In 6th place, I've gone with Richie. I think it'll be a very good year for him. I'm expecting also if Richie doesn't adapt so good, I think Sainz will adapt. But Richie, I'm not so sure he will adapt so fast. I mean, he will definitely need some time. But yeah, I've gone with him in 6th. I think he will adapt nicely to that car actually. In 5th place, I've gone with Leclerc. I'm actually hoping to have to I'm actually hoping to see Leclerc in those top 6. I think it will be a very good year for him again. I think last year's was on 7th, 8th or something like that because of the last race, but mostly he was in that 4th, 5th, 6th position or something like that, battling with Richard and Perez. So he was very good last year. So he improved, I think, 2 years ago. Very good. He adapted to that car. He was very good in qualifying. He adapted very good as well in race pace in 2020, and this year I think it will be a very good year. As he says, I need to I need to have better reactions and choose my battles wisely. So I think Leclerc will have to have a stronger year mentally, if you can say so as well. In fourth place, and this is very controversial, but I've gone with Bottas. I don't think Bottas will have such a good year. I mean, Bottas, I'm expecting him to have a very strong year in the first half, like 6 races, and then to drop off. That's how has been for him over the past few years. And yeah, I'm expecting actually in third position to be Perez. Yeah, Perez was very good last year, and why not? I mean, he has the tools. He is a very good driver, very fast drivers, a very fast driver. I think he can adapt pretty well to that Red Bull car, and will have a good impact as well. I mean, he's older. He should be wiser and adapt better than Albon and Gasly did. I'm sorry for Albon. I'm sorry for Gasly as well. But yeah, I think it will be a good year for Perez. And in second place, I've gone with Max Verstappen. I mean, Hamilton, I think will be his eighth title. I mean, the guy is very good right now, and I think he will continue his career for 2-3 years max. I think, and maybe have maybe drive for another team. It will be very cool actually to see him, but I don't think it will happen at Aston Martin with Vettel pairing up. That will be a very good lineup actually. But yeah, I'm expecting Hamilton to win again. Verstappen to put a good fight, but Verstappen he needs to do a better job in terms of not crashing, if you would like, in the first 2-3 laps. As well as Leclerc, he has a very not so nice reputation about crashing in the first 2-3 laps because he is not choosing his battle wisely. So maybe working on some reflexes or whatever. I don't know so much about that, but about those details, but that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, hopefully you guys liked it and smash the thumbs like and have a good day. Bye guys.